What's up? What's going on? It's your boy Doom Eagle. And hey, today we will be talking about the Philadelphia Eagles schedule being leaked, and also the Philadelphia Eagles will be facing off the Bombarders week 1 in the link for sure. And also we're gonna talk about Kevin Patullo saying he basically built the Eagles and made them what they are today. But we're gonna get into it.
Barbarian, I got a tone that I'm carrying. Yeah, Barbarian, I got a toe that I'm carrying. Ring on the money I'm marrying. Out here so long I'm a veteran. LV on my Letterman, I catch a.
And just like that, the NFL is back. It's a lot riding on this year's NFL season. The Philadelphia Eagles will be facing off the Commanders. Week 1 at the link is going down, and also, man, these are two black quarterbacks. They get a lot of criticism. One quarterback is a Super Bowl MVP and a second team All Pro, but he doesn't get the credit he deserves. And also, the other quarterback, he's a mobile quarterback as well. He's a talented young quarterback at that, but his only knock is that he's injury prone and that he don't really show up when the team really needs him. But we're gonna get into it, man. Let's talk about it. There's a lot around on this game. The Commanders hate us. Their fan base hates us. Like, I can go on and on about how much I see Barmanda fans, talk about Jalen Hurts, say he's trash, and the Eagles are this and that. This is their Super Bowl. What better way we can start the season off getting a dub in the division against one of our arch enemies, one of our arch rivals at that. The Commanders, they did get better in the draft, but I'm gonna be honest, man. I feel like every team in the division got better, but I still feel like the Commanders are gonna finish in 4th place this season. I just feel like the Giants and the Commanders have left them in the dust, and I feel like even with us potentially losing AJ Brown, we still a championship team. I still don't feel like no team in the division is better than us. Do I feel like the division is going to be competitive this year? For sure. I feel like the Giants could possibly be better than the Cowboys if their things pan out, like if their coach pan out. But they got to get healthy first too. They're going to come in the NFL in the season with some players that coming off injuries. But I feel like the Giants are definitely going to make some noise. As I said on our podcast, the Eagles Unleashed podcast, I said that I feel like there's going to be 3 teams that make the playoffs in our division. There's one being the Eagles, Cowboys, and the Giants. I just don't see the Commanders being better than those 3 teams. But man, we will see, man. I could be wrong. If you're a Commander fan, let me know in the comments after this video. But hey, I just feel like, man, the Eagles are way too much for the Commanders. And I feel like Jalen Hurts have their number as well. And Smitty, every time Jalen Hurts plays against the Commanders, he have a good game, especially Smitty. I think one year, it was I want to say 2022, Smitty had like 160 or 170 yards against them. But man, it's definitely gonna be a good matchup. I'm not gonna say we're gonna blow them out, but I definitely expect us to win. I got probably the Commanders winning like 6 or 7 games this year, but I just don't believe in Jalen Daniels. I have to see more, but he did have a spectacular rookie season, but it came short to us. At the end of the day, Jalen Hurts, I play him every time they play against each other. But yeah, man, and also the schedule has been leaked. There's some teams on there that I'm looking forward to playing. I just go and air them out right now. The Bears, Seattle, Carolina, and the 49ers. Those teams I want to play bad because their fan bases have been talking crazy, especially like on TikTok. TikTok, they just be talking crazy, man. But, the better half of the Seattle Seahawks, they have been getting the better of us. But, I still feel like the Eagles were the better team last year. I feel like we just didn't have an OC, and we wasn't healthy on the offensive line. But I could see the Eagles winning 12 to 11 games this year, maybe possibly 13 games, you know, dealing with us having the 10th easiest schedule. But we will see, man. You know, I'm looking forward to seeing this new Sean Mannion scheme. I'm looking forward to see what Jalen Hurts does. I hope he takes the leaps and silence the critics, man, because a lot of people is down him, and you know how he plays when he is doubted. I just hope that Sean Mannion gives him the full control of this offense, let him do his thing, let the offense run through him. You know, he's got us here this far. Let it be on his shoulders if we lose or win. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Give me your Eagles record prediction. And before we get out of here, man, I gotta address this, man. What has this man lost his mind? Like, I kid you not, I did not know who this man was until last season. I did not know Kevin Rutullo was even on our staff. But this man had the audacity to say that he was a major piece of why the Philadelphia Eagles was successful these last 3 years. And I have to say I disagree, because I didn't even know who he was. I didn't hear who he was until after the Super Bowl or their offseason. So I'm just going to let y'all listen to this BS on y'all way out at the end of this video. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all people already seen the video, but I'm going to show it anyway. But here it goes.
I think really just coming in with Nick in 2021 and really building that whole entire program from the ground up. You know, I was the first one there with him, made a lot of the hires. We set the organization in place as far as culture, what kind of players we wanted, what kind of offense we were going to develop around guys. So just being a part of something from basically ground zero until, you know, 2 Super Bowls and we win one, that's a big piece of it. So being able to understand, and I wore different hats. I was assistant head coach, you know, I was offensive coordinator. I was heavily involved in the offense every year. And just understanding what it takes to get to that high level and achieve what everybody wants to achieve, I think is really going to be critical going forward.